There are many reasons for replacing a chain on your chainsaw. For example, you may have filed the teeth down to the wear markers, or perhaps damaged some of the teeth beyond repair. We have a guide available on our website and app that gives excellent advice on sharpening, maintenance, and knowing when the right time is to replace the chain. In this video, we'll show you how to change a chainsaw chain. The method for replacing the chain will depend on which model of chainsaw you have. C models feature our quick chain tensioner, meaning the chain can be tensioned quickly and easily by turning this adjustment wheel. Loosen the sprocket cover by lifting the wing nut and rotating anti-clockwise. Doing so will allow you to either turn the adjusting wheel to the left to loosen the chain or to the right to tighten the chain. A key benefit of our C model chainsaws is that the chain can be replaced and tensioned without the need for additional tools. All other models feature a traditional bar nut and tensioning screw located here, or for MS170 models at the front. For replacing the chain on a non-C model, we recommend a combi spanner for removing the nut and a flathead screwdriver for adjusting the tension. Before starting, make sure you're wearing protective gloves, especially when handling the new chain. Double check you have the correct chain to suit your chainsaw model, have a flat clear surface to work on, remove the battery if it has one, and take the chain brake off. For non-C models, tools with a nut and bolt instead of our quick chain tensioning system, loosen the sprocket cover using a combi spanner. Once loose, use the combi spanner or a flathead screwdriver to turn the tensioning screw anti-clockwise. This will untension the chain and make it easier to remove from the sprocket. Once the chain hangs below the guide bar, continue loosening the nut until the sprocket cover can be removed. The guide bar and chain can now be carefully removed. This is a good time to brush off any buildup of sawdust and make sure the oiling hole is free from dirt or obstruction. You can also use our filing gauge to remove dirt from inside the guide bar groove too. It's vital that the new chain is placed in the correct orientation on the guide bar. The sharp edge of the teeth need to be pointing away from you when holding the saw. You can double check this by comparing the teeth on the top edge of the guide bar with the tooth diagram here. The directional arrows on the chain should be pointed in a clockwise direction. First, start at the bar nose and sit the chain drive links inside the guide bar groove on both sides. Then position the chain loop around the sprocket. Place the tensioning stud inside the guide bar hole and sit the guide bar flush against the body of the saw. If you have a C model saw, the stud goes through the tensioning wheel. Replace the sprocket cover, but don't completely tighten just yet. To tension the chain correctly, lift the nose of the guide bar and using the combi spanner, rotate the tensioning screw clockwise. Or of course, if you have a C model, use the adjusting wheel instead, like this. Be careful the drive links don't accidentally come out from the guide bar groove during this process. A properly tensioned chain fits snugly against the underside of the bar, and with the chain brake disengaged, it must still be possible to pull the chain along the bar with a screwdriver. You should be able to pull the chain underneath and it will snap back into place. When this has been achieved, fully tighten the sprocket cover. A brand new chain will stretch slightly after its first use, so it's essential to frequently check and adjust the chain tension. For more information about sharpening or changing your chainsaw chain, speak to your nearest STIHL approved dealer.